I truly wish I had $1 for every time I've heard the phrase, "I don't have time," over the last few years. People that buy guns, they go out and they get a gun, or they get 2 guns or 3 guns maybe. They get a gun, they come out, they try it out on the range. They're excited when they get it. They're going to get it because they need it for self-defense. They got to defend themselves, their family, bystanders. They see what's going on around them in the world, and they buy a gun and they bring it out and they shoot it. Maybe shoot several boxes of ammo through it. Learn how to handle it a little bit, just to where the basics. They got the basics. 2, 3 years later, they haven't shot it again. I asked him, "Have you shot that gun?" "No, I don't have time. I just don't have time." That's the biggest bunch of bull ever stated right there. I don't have time. If you average out days and weeks and months throughout the year, every month has 724 hours in it. If anybody learns to use their gun, takes just a little bit of time learning to do the basics with their gun to where they can handle the gun proficiently, it takes about an hour a month to keep those skills at least reasonably honed. In other words, to where somebody can pull that gun, aim it, do the things they need to do with it should the unthinkable happen. 1 hour a month, and yet people don't have time. Out of 724 hours in a month, people tell me they don't have time to come out and practice with a firearm, a deadly weapon, one time. A weapon that some of them have gotten, they've taken it out, they've tried it out one time, they've just gotten to where they can barely use it. Then they tuck it in, they start carrying it. They carry it on their body, they carry it in their vehicles, and yet they never have been back out to the range to shoot it. I don't have time. Sorry, that's a bunch of bull. Out of 724 hours in a month, you can make an hour a month to practice with a deadly weapon that you're carrying around or using, or that you actually need for self-defense. You're the one that decided that you need it to defend yourself and your family. How are you going to do that if you never pull it out, you don't use it, you don't do anything with it? I don't have time. 724 hours. 1 hour out of 724 will help people keep their skills at least at a reasonable level, to where they, once they learn how to handle their gun and do it proficiently, they can keep it at a reasonable level by coming out once a month for about an hour. In about an hour, a person can take 100 rounds of ammo, 250 round boxes of say 9mm, and get a good, well-rounded workout on the range practicing with that weapon, and keep their skills at least at a baseline level to be able to defend themselves, possibly if the unthinkable happened. I don't have time. Don't have an extra hour in a month. Is that right? Well, what you got to ask people is, did you sleep yesterday? How many hours? Could you have gotten up an hour early? Well, could you have gone to bed an hour late? Could you have spent 1 hour per month, in a month, 1 hour less scrolling through your phone? Could you have spent 1 hour less looking at YouTube videos just like this one right here? Could you take 1 hour less watching football? 1 hour less eating, which would do a whole lot of us a lot of good. 1 hour less of anything to prioritize use of that handgun that you bought because you need it for self-defense. And you're either carrying it, which is a worst case scenario if you haven't learned to really use it, or you're just not using it because you don't have it with you. Anywhere you've been for the last week, could you have pulled your gun and protected yourself if a mass shooting broke out? 1 hour per month is what it takes. How precise you want to be will determine how fast you're going to shoot. Whether you're going to shoot pretty fast like I just did right there, or just tactical response, or whether you're going to really dig in and use careful aim for marksmanship, either way, you're not going to spend a whole lot of time going through about 100 rounds of ammo when coming to the range and setting up simple targets. You won't take but about an hour. 1 hour a month to responsibly take care of yourself, your loved ones. If you're carrying that gun, it's an absolute necessity to do it in a way that keeps you from hurting yourself or somebody else, trying to get your gun out, remembering what to do with it because you only shot it one time. Otherwise, not using it at all, There's no best case scenario there. Learn to use your gun. Get out once a month to the range and do it 1 hour. Take up 1 hour out of something else to deal with and learn to shoot and learn to competently use that deadly weapon that you chose.